tells me, "Good night, Mommy." And her brown eyes widen as I bring my face close to hers, our nose touching. Her lips curve into a smile and I whisper, "Mommy loves you," as she wraps her arms around me again and says, "I love you too, Mama." That's just our thing at bedtime. But there is something else I tell her some nights, something that I wish that I didn't have to say so often, something that is hard to say, but it's so incredibly important. "I'm sorry I was so snappy and so tough today. I need to do better." As her mother, I have a huge responsibility. I welcomed this burden when I was first hit with what is commonly called baby fever. And as she grew in my tummy, the burden became heavier and heavier. And when she was born, the burden settled into my heart, taking up permanent residence. It will forever remain there, even as she grows older and won't need me as much as she does now. This burden is strong and mighty and oftentimes too heavy to bear. And I think that there is no way that I can carry it anymore. Sometimes the burden and its roots in my heart are too much for me to bear, and I feel like a failure. I not only have the responsibility of taking care of her physical needs, but also raising her up into a godly woman, and that terrifies me. I'm afraid of failing her and of failing God. I am her mother, and yet instead of me teaching her, she teaches me. I have the responsibility of raising her to be a loving and caring young woman, a woman who will have compassion and give grace, a woman who will love everyone and not judge, boldly showing others the love of her Father, a woman who is strong and mighty and knows who she is in Him. But how can I raise her up into a woman of God if I do not believe those very things for myself? If I'm not showing her His love and grace, and if I'm not strong and mighty and sure of myself in Him. This is a burden all mothers carry. Being a mother is more than just fixing meals, doing laundry, picking up toys, and bath time and bedtime. It's more than the seemingly minute things that we do each and every day. It's difficult and challenging and oh so heavy at times, but it is also amazing. I have a chance to raise my daughter into a mighty woman of God, a woman better and stronger than I am. But in order for me to do that, I have to learn to rely on the one who gave her to me, the one who formed her in my womb and set her apart and appointed her, according to Jeremiah 1:5. He has a purpose for her life, and I don't want to be a hindrance. I don't want to be the reason that she doesn't grow up knowing Him. I don't want to be the reason that she doesn't fall in love with Him and see what a relationship with Jesus is really like. I also have to give myself grace when I mess up. The same grace that she extends to me every time I have to apologize to her. And then I have to try again. Mothers, today on Mother's Day, I want you to look in the mirror and say this to the woman you see staring back at you. I am doing okay. I want you to give yourself grace. I want you to embrace the love of the Father as He wraps you in His arms. I want you to know that you can do this, and that even though you may fail, and even though you may have rough days, you are a strong woman, and you have an incredible honor given to you. I want you to remember that you can lead your children with strength and dignity and grace, and with the confidence if you allow yourself to be led by the ultimate leader. We have a chance to show our kids who God really is. We have the chance to show them what His grace and love look like. So today, let's celebrate you as a woman and a mother. Let's celebrate all that you are in the woman that you're going to grow into in this journey. Happy Mother's Day, moms. You can do this. Also, reach out and hug another mom, young or old. Give another mom some encouragement and pray with her and pray for her. We need to support each other. We're in this together. Now that sweet little girl that so innocently whispered, "I love you too, Mommy," is my great-granddaughter, Audrey. The mama that wrote that was her mama, my granddaughter, Amy, which is one of our own. And the Lord has so marvelously allowed me the privilege and the honor of being mama to both of them. And I'm sure that all you out there that are mamas and grandmas and ninis and nanas and whatever you're called, I'm sure you share that same honor with me today.
Amen.